Hey, great to see you again. Today we're going to set up everything on fire, but safely. I'm going to share with you the spender fire path, but before I actually do that, first you have to decide should you actually go for Liliya. Is Liliya fitting your plans? Because in my previous videos I always said free-to-play players should go either with mages or cavalry. Now WoW spenders up to mid spenders, whales and krakens can decide whatever they want to go. But I believe for WoW spenders up to mid spenders, maybe the path is going to be still one true. So if you're a WoW spender and you're deciding the mage path, I'm going to share with you the Liliya and Infernal Flame mechanics behind and the crazy value you're going to get from this legion. So you decide to go with mages. Let's start with the main power of the Liliya and the fire path to glory. Now the first spell of the Liliya is not something crazy. It's doing 1.2k damage, same like the Velyn is doing. He's also doing 1.2k. Both of them are having this diffused damage, so from first look there is not big difference between Liliya and Velyn. But if you go a little more in details, you're going to see that Liliya have this opportunity or 50% chance to apply this Scorch effect. This is what separates Liliya from the rest of the mages and why Liliya was top mage for so long. And the Scorch mechanic is going to be in the core of this video. First, you're having 50% chance to inflict that Scorch, which is doing 200 every second for 5 seconds, so this is total 1000 damage on a target. The other thing about the Scorch is you can spread this Scorch. You have 30% chance if you hit a target that already have a Scorch on her to spread this Scorch to 2 more targets. So at the end of the day is going to be 5 targets with a single spell that you can inflict with the Scorch. That's why Liliya was crazy hero, and I personally didn't believe that the game is going to bring something that is going to be better from the Liliya, but it ended up to be like this with Yu Ming. But I have a lot of videos on my channel over Yu Ming, and if you're interested in this type of videos, hit one like and subscribe if you're new here. If you're old, you know what to do, it's free and it helps my channel a lot. So knowing the power of the Scorch, the way that you can apply this Scorch and the damage he's doing, we already covered the Scorch basics. Now let's go and see where this Scorch bring even bigger value. And this is a specific artifact that is specific for the Liliya. It's basically for the Liliya. You can use this artifact with the other heroes, but the only thing you're going to receive for Infernal Flame is just going to be this damage factor. 3 times you're going to hit up to 2.2k. But the treasure in this fire path is hidden inside the additional effects. And this is every time you're inflicting Scorch, you're going to get up to 30% magic attack bonus, which is absolutely crazy amount. If you Liliya are hitting with rage skill every 10 seconds and you have her awakened, because if not awakened it's going to hit only 2 targets, but if it's awakened it's going to hit 3 targets. With 50% chance hitting 3 targets, this is like close to 100% chance you're going to apply Scorch. And if 10 seconds is the rage skill cycle and 5 seconds you get this magic king, this is covering 50% from the time that Liliya are fighting. You're going to have this magic king. If you're able to spread this Scorch to other legions, this time can be even more. It can be increased if you spread the Scorch. So if you're lucky, you can go from 70 up to 100% from the time, or maybe 90% from the time you're going to have this buff magic attack bonus 30%. I'm personally a little sad because this is only when you inflict Scorch. There's no other hero in this game inflicting Scorch. So this additional effect is built purely for the Liliya. And still till this day, even as an endgame player, and even at level 1, the Infernal Flame is bringing huge value for me. And this is going to be the next target that I'm going to focus. I already have my Mirage Orb level 5, Dragon's Fate level 5, Phoenix Eye level 5, and the next artifact I'm focusing is going to be Infernal Flame. And this artifact synergy is going to keep this buff up for a very serious amount of time. Now I'm going to give one extra tip, and this is run your Liliya with Celestials. If you decide to go Liliya Theia, Theia is giving even bigger value for Celestials because they're flying units, but even if you go with Liliya Velyn, just the Celestials, the attack of the Celestials is going to boost the damage output of your heroes, their rage skills, also the Scorch, and also the artifacts. It's just so much benefits if you go with Celestials. But Vestals are also essential for your Legion to keep the survivability there. So by picking the Legions you want to put Celestials inside, Liliya should be there with Infernal Flame. Now let's talk about the investment map and budget investment. As you can see, right now my Infernal Flame is level 1. I'm doing the artifacts one by one till they hit level 5. As you can see, my Mirage Orb is there, Phoenix Eye, also Dragon Fate are level 5. Right now I'm focusing over Infernal Flame. For me personally, this artifact should be till level 5. I think all the suit artifacts in Call of Dragons, especially for the mages, and we're not having that many, we're having like 4 artifacts that are a suit for the mages, and for the people who don't know, a suit is artifacts that are doing big amount of damage. So the budget way to go for is either, if you have this event artifact extravaganza, if I remember right, when you're making 100 artifact draws and you're going to be able to get the artifact you're needing. So in this case I strongly believe that getting all of the artifacts you're needing even at level 1 is going to greatly benefit your account. It's not going to be just for this specific artifact. The moment you're getting all the artifacts for your account, definitely focus over Forge of Light, or at the beginning start with Forge of Light, trying to get all the artifacts for your account, because every legendary artifact is going to give magic unit attack 40%, for example, and legion attack 22%. It's way better of your legions to have this passive buff from this to just have one artifact at level 5 and the rest of the legions to be with epic artifacts. Even though that there is a very decent epic artifacts, and I still believe after so much time that the magic bomb is extremely valuable artifact. When you place the magic bomb on the legion, he cannot go inside a castles or gates or bastions, so this is one of the benefits. The second one, the damage is not that bad, but the passive stats are not that crazy. And one extra tip I can give is also for positioning. This artifact, Infernal Flame, is channeling. I mean, you have to not move till you execute this artifact, and if he hit every 1 second for 3 seconds, you definitely should not move. So when you execute this artifact, you better be at the right positioning so you don't lose damage from Infernal Flame. And when I check my battle reports, I definitely see crazy difference if I use Liliya with even level 5 artifact and when I use Liliya with Infernal Flame even at level 1. So this is the fire path for WoW spenders up to mid spenders from season 1 if you decide to go with mages. If you're interested in more information over the heroes You can go on my channel and check out one of the latest videos over the path or the way to build your heroes and get best value even if your hero are not awakened. It's on my channel. The name of the video is how to double your power without awakening. And knowing that, you're going to get best value from any hero at the different stages of his development. I wish you a great day and see you in the next video.